All right, you guys. Hopefully, y'all could hear this better. It's not showing me. Okay, we're setting it off for Taurus. Getting the energy out for Taurus. They can hear me physically, mentally. Just get the message out there. It doesn't matter. Taurus energy. You are ruled by the house of Venus. Venus is about love, sensuality, but it's also about relationships. It's also about material abundance, financial abundance, your values, your security, your principles, your education. Venus is of the earth. So people in Venus energy should feel empowered grounded. They're empowered when they're grounded. They're ruled by materialism, but you shouldn't let materialism rule your happiness. You would know if people is stuck in Venus energy when their emotions change with their finances. So some people finances control their emotions, and that's kind of when you let materialism control your emotions, you don't pay attention to people. When you're ruled by materialism, people come secondhand to your life, to your lifestyle, and people who are ruled by materialism later in life, they end up being taught like a valuable lesson. The North Node is in the house of Taurus right now. So this is the point of, it's like Alpha Omega. We're in the Omega. So now the life lessons, see, North Node is about life lessons and the things that you strive for. So so cycles rule in like 30-year cycles. We're entering and exiting a 30-year cycle. So over the past 30 years, it's like we are receiving our just due rewards for our actions and behaviors when it comes to finances over the last 30 years. Over the last 30 years, what have you invested into? What have majority of your finances, what have they been invested into? We're not going to talk about we're not going to pay attention to the life and the materials that was stolen from us, from people who wanted to make it seem as if some of us haven't been taking care of ourselves. Deep down within your heart, God knows our heart, so he's not paying attention to the physical right now. God is counting our deeds from the past 30 years. What we're doing right now does not matter. What we're doing right now is we're supposed to be in the house just enjoying our families. It's still COVID season. So during COVID season, that was a time of moment. It was a time of reflection. It was a time to gather materials and resources with your families. And if you haven't gathered material resources with your family, if you have done those things with people outside of your family, then you're more than likely going to be suffering some sort of lack. So if others during this stage in time right now have stolen your blessings, they will be returned on to you. But those who have really worked hard over the past 30 years to secure their future, a sort of like godly reparations is being blessed upon your life. See, first we receive spiritual blessings, and then we receive our material blessings. So what is spiritual blessings? Spiritual blessings is our spiritual gifts. Are you clairvoyant? Are you clairaudient? Are you have you been What gifts do you have? Do you have the gift of prophecy? Do you have the gift of service? Do you have the gift of teaching? What is your prophetic gift? Have you been fulfilling your duties onto the Most High? Have you been fulfilling your duties onto the earth? Have you been giving back to the earth? Have you created a path for the next generation? What have you done to serve your life in a way where the next generation can benefit from you? If the next generation cannot benefit from you, then you have failed. You cannot, everybody that's beneath you is the next generation. So you can't just say, elders can't just skip the adults and go straight to the grandchildren. No, they have to make sure the parents and the grandchildren are taken care of. There's no picking and choosing who gets taken care of. The elders have a responsibility to take care of everybody that's underneath them. And if they have not, if they pick and choose who they wanted to help and take care of, besides who God put in their heart and mind, who they were obligated to take care of, God placed people in the lives of people, and they disregarded that person because they wanted to take care of eye candy. They wanted to take care of the person that looked good. If they dismissed the person that actually needed help for the person that looked good, then they have failed, and they will be counting their deeds, and they will be being taught a valuable life lesson right now. In the house of Taurus is Mercury, the Sun, and Uranus. That's Gemini, Virgo energy. That's the Sun energy. And that's Aquarius energy. So it's like a whole collective of individuals who've been speaking on behalf of their children are experiencing life lessons, is going through the life lessons, is learning all about the life lessons and the things that they were striving for. So some of us, if Venus is in your second house, then you will be receiving, or should be receiving, material blessings right now. And if your material blessings are being blocked, then that is, it may feel stressful, but it's purposeful, because as we receive our spiritual blessings, we tap into esoteric knowledge of the mind and of what fulfills our body and our soul. God is removing the enemies from our path so that we're able to receive the financial blessings, because we don't want to receive our financial blessings and share them with the individuals who had intentions of stealing our financial blessings. So God allowed these people to take away from our material life to show us the snakes in our grass. And as we call judgment on the snakes in our grass, God removes them from our path. And then once our path is secure, and once we are secure within ourselves, being able to protect ourselves, then and we are able to protect our spirituality, and we stand up for ourselves and start to work for ourselves, then we are rewarded our financial blessings. We are not rewarded our financial blessings if we are not standing up and protecting ourselves from thieves. So as long as we are protecting ourselves from thieves, then we will be rewarded our financial blessings once the Most High removes all of these thieves out of our path. All of these Lilith and snake energies, the snakes, the rats, the cats, the dogs, they will be removed from our path so that our financial blessings will be protected and secured, because we cannot share with our enemies. God will not allow it. Taurus energy is about principle. It's about longevity. It's about educating yourself and able to provide for yourself for the long term. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a long term affair is providing long-term it's providing an abundance of finances to people who are responsible with their finances. So I hope that the lessons that are you are being taught, you are paying attention to. Every one of our enemies is being shown to us right now, and the door of our enemies have closed. The doors of our enemies have already been shut. They cannot do anything against us. Anything that our enemies do against us right now will automatically return and hit the person that is sending negativity our way. They will experience the negativity that they encounter for us to experience, and God will use that enemy as your footstool to make sure that they work towards you receiving what it is that you need. So your enemies are being used as your footstool right now. Let's see what this message is about. It's about an Empress. The Empress card just flew out. The matriarchs are rising, but the Empress card flew out, and there is a death or a transformation. The Empress has transformed, or the Empress that has been blocking your finances is experiencing a death. There is an ending to females or grandparents or the elders that have been blocking the finances of the next generation. There's a death to that. There's an ending to that with 12:02 on the clock. There's an ending to these are endings. It's an ending or actual death or actual transformation of the young elders stepping into their Empress power. They have power and control over their own lives. A death was on the top of the deck. The Emperor, the Empress, and the Emperor is a match. So the Empresses are being matched with their Emperor. There was a death to somebody tried to block somebody from taking a leap of faith, but somebody's Emperor is now able to take a leap of faith. They have the Emperor has what they need that's necessary for them to be able to take a leap of faith. So the Empress can allow the past to die. Okay? The Magician card is out with the Star card. So there was divine intervention when somebody tried to do like magic. So magic, I feel like the magic had been done for the last time, and that caused divine intervention for a shift to occur. That's the major part of it. The Empress is fully in her power, or Empress has died, and that allowed space for an Emperor to take a leap of faith. Or an Empress put a death to a situation, to a past situation, and now her real Emperor can now take that leap of faith. He's been shown the light. The Ace of Pentacles, I feel like somebody was waiting for finances to hit their account or something like that. Somebody was waiting for finances. They got that Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Cups, they had to be creative because a young energy was in their emotions, but a message is somebody's about to express their feelings. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. See, the Ace of Pentacles is allowing the King of Pentacles to express his feelings. They got the finances that they need. They got enough finances that they need in order for them to take a leap of faith with their Empress. Because the Empress put a death to a situation, and now a King of Pentacles can step in and be her Emperor. At the top of this deck is a Page of Swords. So there's a message coming of protection. There's a message of protection coming. And at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups and the mother of this young person is in their feelings because they realize that their son is no longer a child. Their son is actually stepped into his King of Pentacles energy to control over his finances, and that was the last step that he had to take. And now he's in Emperor energy, and he's able to take a leap of faith with the Empress. He can, as mothers, we leave our mother and fathers to become one. So somebody's leaving their mother's home, and now they're able to express their feelings because they're back in their King of Pentacles energy. They're able to share with the Empress. They're not coming to they're very passionate about this. They're not coming to their Empress empty-handed. Yeah, that's what I see. It's a lot of passion behind Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Somebody's really passionate right now. Somebody needs these two energies need to connect so that they can re-energize. They can it's like battery powers connecting. Like their energies have to come together in order for them to come back to life. Like their energy has been drained, and now that these two can reconnect, they have like a burst of energy that kind of brought them both back to life. And now they both can stand strong in their abilities and handle their households on their own. 3, 13. Yeah, see, that's a lot of it's like a completion. They're complete in the way that they communicate. They love the way that they communicate with one another. They communicate on a esoteric knowledge, on an esoteric plane. They speak telepathically. This couple speaks telepathically. They understand each other on a spiritual level. It's like an unspoken truth. It's an unspoken truth between these two. And that kind of like brought the fire out of both of them. And they're both standing in their truth. They're not going back on their decisions because their hearts are sure. Yeah, somebody's brokenhearted because of this decision. They know they were at the bottom of the deck. There was a they know they were in a toxic relationship, but duality is formed, and these people have come together to be very creative. Both of their hearts are blocked at the top of the deck. Both of their hearts are blocked, but there's 10 of Cups energy, but there's 3 of Swords. They both been brokenhearted, but they're both emotionally fulfilled. Their emotions are fulfilled behind that broken heart because they know they were in a toxic relationship with somebody who was willing to snake them, and that caused them to guard their hearts. But even with this heartbreak has led them to be emotionally fulfilled within one another. This is 10 of Cups energy. This is emotional fulfillment between these two. Let me see. It's a lot of, it's just cups and swords. It's just cups and swords. It's swords and, yeah, Queen of Cups, swords, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. The only Pentacles is the King of Pentacles, has the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like the King of Pentacles wants to shower this woman with financial abundance. Yeah, and this is, it's like they're telling the truth. They know they're telling the truth about their situation. Well, this is the honest person. Yeah, they want to be able to share with this Empress, because they know that this Empress energy hands is tied to the justice system. So somebody's willing to share their finances until a kind of until they get over this situation. Somebody's willing to share in a partnership with somebody until they're done with this justice situation, till they're able to fulfill their duties. They know that they're suffering lack, but they're willing to share. Like that, it's going to be their saving grace. It's going to be like they're welcoming to the relationship. Like, here, I'm willing to help you out because I know you're caught in a situation or something like that. That's how they're able to take that leap of faith and put a death to their past situation. It's like they know it's an emergency. Yeah, the Empress stepped up to protect her Ace of Pentacles, and this slight improvement of their attitude has caused the Emperor to see them in a better light. They know why they have an attitude, because they're protecting their finances, and that's kind of like a turn on. That's why the Ace of Wands came on. That's kind of like a turn on for this masculine, because the masculine prefers a woman who protects the finances, because they know that with us being in the speaking of Taurus, they know that they will protect the finances of the home. They're looking for someone who could protect the finances of their home and not and able to speak up and stand up for themselves, but at the same time they're willing to be submissive to the Emperor. They know their place, they know their role, they know that they're not afraid to ask for what they want in a time of need. With the Ace of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, see, somebody's suffering lack, but they know that it's all about them taking care of themselves. So judgment has been called on this situation, and somebody's world has come to an incomplete stop. The World card came out. The World card is like, yeah, that's the end of this situation. Like, that's their final judgment. Like, she's trying to run away, but this Emperor is not going to allow. See, better days are here, because this Emperor is not allowing them to run away. They prefer them being with them. You know, what about the children? But they know that when they reverse the thought, they reverse the condition. As soon as they the children even though this Empress may be feisty, they know that when the children come around, there's a different attitude. But finances, they know how it is when you're suffering lack. You can't get too poor enough to help people. They're still able to help people even while they're down. So they are not afraid to share their finances with this Empress. They see light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the struggle. They see the light. So the message, like, even the children are there may be children involved that are expressing the same feelings as the parents as to who they want in their life as their mother. I'm seeing that. Yeah, it's nothing nobody can do about this. There's nothing nobody can do about this, because they're able to take care of themselves regardless of anything. This gives both of these energies the ability to take care of themselves, and they're adamant about that because they're tired of sharing with the wrong people. They're not allowed to share with the wrong people. Body scan. Somebody had to rest. Somebody had to rest their bodies. They know they could feel it in their feet. Like, if your leg starts to shake, that means you need to get up and move your body. If you allow spirit to take control, if your leg or your foot starts to shake, they're telling you which direction you need to go in. Like, get up and take a left, or get up and take a right. Go outside and walk left. Go outside and walk right. Like, if your legs are crossed, that means you need to just sit still for a moment. But if your legs are like shaking and moving, that's telling you to go in a certain direction. Don't judge the situation or try to change directions or anything. Just do what your body is telling you to do, and your body will lead you in the way that you should go. So trust your intuition right now. Trust your body to lead you in a direction that you should go. Your body speaks to us first, so we have to use our intuition first, and let our bodies speak and move for us. Judgment is definitely being called. Judgment was called on somebody's finances, but somebody put a complete stop to that, and now they know why. But the finances don't matter because this is based out of love. This is based out of love. Taurus is in its own house. No, it ain't. Taurus just left its own house and went to Taurus is in the house of Cancer. So Taurus is in its mother house. Taurus is moving out of their mother's house and into the same house as their empress, because Mars and Taurus is in the same house. That's like mother, father. Yeah, you leave your mother and father to become one. So they're both in their parents' house, but somebody's house is free for the two to join together as one in the same house. So I feel like the Emperor, Taurus, Venus just entered Mars. Venus just entered Cancer, the house of Cancer. Mars has been in Cancer for a long time. So I feel like they're both in their parents' house, except one person, Mars, is in their parents' house alone, and Venus is able to come into that household because and join that the Mars figure. So I feel like they're emotional about leaving their mother house, but they know that they're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Yeah, they went back to their mom's house, but with the Emperor already being head of that household, they know that they can lead that household and lead another household. So they're taking up that they're taking the lead right now to do that. They're taking the lead to taking that leap of faith. Yeah. So love, loyalty, honesty, and respect, harmony, pleasure, education, longevity. Be blessed, my people, with new love, new prosperity, new love, new money, new everything. Rewards are coming. As above, so below. Spiritual blessings have already been passed out, so just be open to receive all of your material blessings. Okay? Bye.